The abuse does not end when the relationship ends. It actually gets worse. When you're dealing with a narcissist, the abuse does not end when the relationship ends. It actually gets worse. Narcissists are all about control. The whole thing with narcissism, it's about conquering their victims and controlling them in whatever way possible, controlling their mind, controlling their thoughts, controlling who they hang out with, controlling their finance, controlling their perception of the situation, controlling the way they dress, controlling every single thing, controlling how they love, who they love, even their own children. The narcissist is very, very controlling. Control is what keeps them going. When you take that power from them, when you take their power to control you, it makes them angry. They go into a rage. So even if they, even if they are the ones who discarded you, what the narcissist wants, when I'm going to get to the flip side a little later, but what the narcissist wants when they discard you is for you to stay, wait until they come back, hoover you, get you back into their trap, and then abuse you again. They don't expect you to get up and walk away. So for those of you who were strong enough, smart enough, had enough support system to get away and stay away, it makes them mad. And that's why you'll see that a lot of people say the abuse got worse when they left. Even though you would think that it got better or it stopped because they left the narcissist. No, the narcissist will go out of their way to make your life a living hell because you left them. Even if they left you. Again, remember, they see you as their property. Once they hooked you, once they ever got any kind of access to you, they now see you as their property. So even if they discarded you for the new supply, even if they discarded you just because they wanted to, which usually is a new supply, they expect you to stick around and be loyal to them. Never date again, never leave them, never move out of state, never move on. They expect you to stay there right where they left you, broken, ashamed, ugly, out of shape, broke, all of that. They want you to stay there until they're ready to come pick you up, dust you off, and abuse you again. So when you get the strength to move away from them, go no contact, take your supply away, take your energy away, it triggers them. It injures them. So they get mad and the abuse gets worse. This is when you see the narcissist use the court system. If you were married to them, they make the divorce a living hell. They'll ask for the most random things. They'll accuse you of the most random things. They will drag the paperwork on. They'll refuse to show up to court. They'll ask for extensions, addendums, motions. They will drag the process out. They will rather spend their last penny on a lawyer just to hurt you than to just walk away. They want to punish you. And then here you are wasting your time and your energy fighting them back because you don't have a choice. That's their way of abusing you further. That's their way of continuing the abuse. I told you guys, the narcissist has sued me over 8 times and we weren't even married. He hasn't won any of those law suits or law cases, but it doesn't stop him. It doesn't stop him. He thought that I would break. He thought that I would fold. But every time I showed up with my head held high and I beat it. Beat the case every single time. We have one more to go. And like I said, I'll elaborate on that because it's an ongoing case. I can't say much about it. But yeah, that's their way of abusing you further. So they use the court system. If you're going through custody battles with them, they do the same thing. They will lie and make up stories just because they don't want to lose. The narcissist had 2 children with his ex-wife. He made her life a living hell. He's still making her life a living hell. She has tried everything to get her kids. He refused to let them go, even though he knows he doesn't want those kids. He uses them to hurt her. I saw it with my 2 eyes. I was told so many lies about the children's mother and her parenting skill, her family, how she treats her kids, her mental health. So many disgusting lies until I started to see that they were all lies. Remember, you become a big threat to the narcissist when you no longer believe their lies, when you've seen their mask come off. You become a threat, and that's why they do everything to try to break your wings. They do everything to try to destroy you before you can come out and say something. They do everything to try to discredit you. That's why I said the smear campaign, it doesn't start at the end of the relationship like a lot of people think. It starts during the relationship. It starts when the narcissist can see that you can see them. You have figured them out. You know them. That's when the smear campaign starts. Just because they want, if you ever go out and try to tell your story and try to tell people what really happened, nobody believes you. Because the narcissist has already started talking about this. So when you think you're coming out with breaking news, it's old news. And as a matter of fact, you're the villain. So yeah, the abuse, if you ever wonder why the narcissist is stalking you on social media, why they're telling your friends and family all kinds of nasty things, why they're going out of their way to just be evil and cruel to you, that is because the abuse continues. They will try everything in their power until they can't anymore. And that's why I advise people, if you can get away from them, get away and go far, far away. When my situation was happening, for the first few months, I was still in the state of Georgia because a lot of people were confused by that. They were saying, move away, do this, do that. I had a whole mortgage in my name. I had a whole house in my name. I couldn't just get up and leave. It took me months of fighting and struggling to finally get this mortgage out of my name. And when I moved far away. I moved far, far away. He would have to drive for 8 hours or get on a plane, pay money to get on the plane to come to my state to find me. You can't be easily accessible to these people. Block them. Block their number. Block every contact. If they have a friend or family member who reaches out to you, block them. Those people don't mean well for you. Because if they know the narcissist, if they know how evil and demonic this person is, they would know that this person is not good for anybody. So they wouldn't try to encourage you to go back to this person. They wouldn't try to encourage you to have pity on this person, because that's what a lot of the families do. They'll try to say, oh, you know he has issues. You're the best person that ever happened to him. You're the best thing that ever happened to him. Just calm down. Go back and talk about it. No, those are evil demons. The people telling you to go back are also evil demons. They're trying to use you. They're trying to make you available to this person so the person can continue to use and abuse you. Get away from those people. They're not your people. Anybody who knows a narcissist knows that these people are better off left alone. Get away from them. So if you are in the situation where you feel like, wow, this person is going out of their way to hurt me. Yes, they are, but that's okay. That's their nature. That's what they're supposed to do. The reason they're doing that is not because you are weak. It's not because you are whatever. It's because they are weak. They feel hurt that you left them. They feel insecure. They feel like a loser. So they're acting out. They are literally throwing a temper tantrum like a little baby, like a little bee. That's what they're doing. So yes, it hurts you. It feels horrible. But if you think about it that way, it's going to give you a lot of relief. They are throwing a temper tantrum like a 2-year-old because they lost. You ever try to take a toy from a 2-year-old? That's how the narcissist acts when you take their toy away from them, and that toy is you. Follow for more. And also book a coaching call